Hi guys, it's Randy Biner here again. I'm with the 10 Tips 10 Days Challenge on LinkedIn. My theme has been how to avoid regrets in life. And I've already produced a few videos. If you want to watch them, if you've missed them, you can go to hashtag no life regrets. So this is the second to the last video in the series. And today we're going to talk about time posting. So what is time posting? So time posting is a tool I've been using for probably 20 years. And what it is I'm tricking my brain to believe that time slows down. So how do you do it? Let's say you have a weekend, it's kind of rainy outside, and you binge watch Netflix, and all of a sudden it's Sunday night and the weekend went by like that, right? The reason why it went by very quickly is because you didn't have enough meaningful experiences or time posts to remember that weekend by. So now the second example is, let's say you have a friend come visit you, and maybe over a weekend you go take that person out to coffee, or maybe you go see a movie. It doesn't have to be anything glamorous, but what you do is you create these experiences, and these experiences create time posts for your brain to believe that time actually has slowed down. So even though both weekends were exactly the same length, the latter one feels like maybe it was 4 5 days even, right? Now, because we've all been there, like, we're like, what happened to the weekend? And sometimes it's what happened to the year. Like, we go to a store and all of a sudden there's Christmas ornaments. Really? Like, what happened? Where did this year go? Now, so one thing that I've done, like I mentioned, for about 20 years, is I plan out the year. So let's say if you had, like, you know that in February and April you have specific things that happen every year. Maybe it's a kid's birthday or whatever it may be, and that already is fodder for your time posting, right? But what about January, March, and May? So what I would do is I would then create specific experiences for those months. Again, it doesn't have to be grand, but create something that you'll remember. And then what you can do, what I do, is I write them down on a piece of paper. And so for January, February, March, I just look at my phone, I look at my notes, and I end up creating a piece of paper that I can then read back to my wife at the end of the year, and we get to kind of relive the year, which is a wonderful, fun thing to do. I highly recommend you do something like that, because it also allows you to relive the year, right? And the way that this ties into the regrets is, I think, everybody's so busy. We all have deadlines. You have things you got to do with family, and sometimes life just happens so quickly, and we forget about scheduling the meaningful things, the meaningful experiences. And if it doesn't get scheduled, it doesn't get done, right? And so let's say you've always wanted to see an artist, and they come to town, and you're like, nah, I'll see him next time. And then maybe you can't see them anymore. Like, my wife and I, we made a point to go see Tom Petty, and because we wanted to see him, that was a time post for us, and we saw him 6 weeks before he died. I would have had a real regret had I never seen Tom Petty live, right? And so I highly encourage you, even if it costs a little bit more than you want to spend, just go and do it, because 5 years from now, chances are you will not remember how much you paid for a ticket, but you will still remember the experience. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. As usual, please comment below. Please like it. Please share it. Please let me know how this program is impacting you. What are you learning? What has resonated? Again, tomorrow is the last video of this series, so I need to make a decision if and how there's a way for me to continue. Your feedback is appreciated. Tomorrow we'll be talking about the power of thank yous, and I look forward to seeing you then. Thank you.